Hey, what's going on to you Pisces out here? So, for you, you have the Lovers, the Wheel of Fortune, and you Pisces have the Seven of Wands. So, for you, this very much so speaks to how a lot of you are very focused on actually getting the quality relationship that you Pisces want, and you're also very disciplined in getting it as well. There's a sense of you Pisces needing to you will you will be as patient as you need to. You will be as disciplined as you need to. The Wheel of Fortune is about learning how to get your stuff correct. So it's not just about doing whatever it is that you want. This is about you doing what is necessary for you to be able to actually be as well-rounded as possible, be as good for yourself, and be as valuable as you possibly can, as much as you possibly can. Right? This is about raising the bar. See, a lot of times when it comes to dating, mating, and relationships and everything, the one thing that people again tend to look over is the dignity, right? Not delusion, but dignity, right? The fact that at the end of the day, stuff like there is no way to make someone like you. There is no way to make someone give you a chance in a relationship. The best way is you go up to them, you say, "What's up?" It's up to them to come to you correctly. They don't want to come to you correctly, stay away from them. And so because you're very disciplined, the Seven of Wands, once again, people don't know how to come to you. They don't know. You could be so good to the point where people automatically think that you or they play it out like that, like you hollering at me, and it's like, no, not really. I'm not. I'm just saying what's up. I'm just saying hi. I'm not really into you like that. I'm literally just saying hi. Have a good one. And like, you gotta understand that that's the type of person that's looking for somebody desperately. But again, they still caught up in games though. So it's the weirdest thing in the world, right? So you could be that on point. I've had that before. Go up plenty of times. I've had that plenty of times before. Go up to somebody and say what's up, and they automatically think that like you flirting with them, or I'm like trying to conduct business. Even with this YouTube thing, trying to conduct a lot of people don't like this is why, and I'm gonna say something that's gonna rub people the wrong way, but I don't care. It is what it is. This is why it is another reason too why it is I don't date, nor do I really set up dates, or I should say one of the reasons why I've learned to be like a surfer, in the sense of to let a lot of stuff go and to essentially just keep it moving, right? And to just kind of whatever, because a lot of people don't have integrity, like I've been talking about. So a person will say something, right? I've had, even with this tarot reading stuff, how many times people will be like, "Hey, I'm gonna come through and get a reading," and then they don't. Or they will say that they're gonna call me on a particular day, and I'm trying to conduct business with these people, right? Like, they saying that they want a reading. Okay, I'm here to help, and like they're looking at it like it's some sort of romantic date, and it's not. Like, I'm just trying to conduct business and get some bread. Like, I'm not really into trying to get with them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to conduct business. We set up a time and a date, literally a day. We literally set up a time and a day of, because they themselves said that they wanted a reading, and then there's no follow up on their part, and it's like they so goofy, they can't even separate. They're so goofy, they can't even separate. You know what I'm saying? Like they look at it like Even if it's business, they still looking at it like there's some sort of romance. And there's no romance, at least from my side. I don't think there's romance from my side. I don't think there's any kind of romance from my side. I'm trying to do, listen, I'm trying to do an amazing job with this tarot reading stuff, and I'm just trying to get paid. I'm trying to tell people the truth, help people out, and get paid doing it. Okay, and they're making it more complicated when they refuse to follow up because they want to flake. Because now, and again, did it so much to the point I'm just like, I'll take a person seriously when they actually show up that way. So like for me, I don't really like to set dates because people think that flaking on dates, it's the goofiest stuff in the world. They think that flaking on dates is like cool. You know, they don't want to, they got something. It's stupid. Shrugs my shoulders, right? Like, but these are ways in which how it is that you know that a person is telling off on themselves. They giving too much. They giving too much like they giving too much signals away, because they, truth be told, like if like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm more straightforward than that. Like, if I'm trying to get to know you romantically, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be stomped down with it. I'm not, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know how to explain it. I'm not gonna be running and hiding and scared to be like, yeah, I'm trying to get to know you romantically. You know? So because of that, you feel what I'm saying? Because of that, I know myself, and I know myself enough to know that I have balls enough to be like, hey, this is a date. I'm trying to get to know you romantically. We kicking it that way. If I'm coming to you on some professional type stuff and you running off, I already know like, oh, you looking at it like this. Because I'm legitimately, and it's the same way for you Pisces. This is how it is I say that you Pisces know if you got it or not. Because they'll move like this. And the Ace of Pentacles and the Star card right here is about how you're going to see how a lot of people really are intimidated. Everybody wants to make it seem like they're not intimidated, but a lot of people are intimidated. Tell the truth. A lot of people are intimidated because they wouldn't be playing the games if they weren't intimidated. There would be a lot more transparency. Like if the people that were getting to know me wasn't intimidated, why not just show up to a business transaction? Because it's a clean business transaction. There's nothing else coming from this. I'm trying to be as professional as I possibly can be. I'm trying to read I'm trying to read the mug out of this tarot and become as good as I possibly can and stay on retainer from you where you keep booking. It's not about, of course, don't spend your rent money or anything wild like that or extreme like that, but give you such a good service to the point where you don't want to go to anybody else. They looking at it like it's a date. And I'm like, well, this isn't really a date though. And they're, once again, they're looking at it like it's a date. Nah, this is not a date though. This isn't really a date. This is a date in the sense of an appointment, but this is not like a romantic date. We're not going anywhere. Like we're staying on the phone talking and about tarot and trying to help you. This ain't about me. So so again, you're gonna see it, right? So the Justice and the Five of Wands represents your spirituality. You're gonna need to hold on to your spirituality now more than ever, because once again, you're going to see how, you know, things can turn real disrespectful really quick. You Pisces will be stepping to people correctly, right? And they don't know how to step to you correctly. They out here really wilding though. They out here really bugging, because I'm telling you, Pisces, that's the next step. The next, because you're too good. You too good. See, you doing it too well. You too good. The next step is you're going to see the type of games that people will play. You not even trying. Like, you're not even flirting. You're not even hollering at people. You just getting to know them, and you just trying to see if they cool first before you even start to turn it on. They don't. Majority of the times, my dear Pisces, they're not even gonna last that long because they creating these stories in their head. You know what I mean? They coming up with these stories. I'm telling you, Pisces, I've had so much of that. Oh my gosh, I've had so much of that. Walk up to somebody, hey, what's up? I have a man. We in a restaurant and there's plastic forks behind you, and I just wanted to say excuse me so you could politely move out of the way so I can get a plastic fork to go back to my tray and eat. It ain't that serious. My sister is here with me. We having a good time. I'm talking. It ain't even that serious. It's like, okay, all right. You know, like I said, with the Tarot. So why that's important in the first place? Why am I talking like this? I'm saying it because that's the next step. When you getting too good, they're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like the delusions is gonna pop up. You know, they're gonna start to kind of like show you their delusions. They're gonna show you their fantasies, right? You know how many, like for instance, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and say, right, because it's something that needs to be said because it applies to the reading. Like sometimes I'm walking my dog, right, and I'll leave like space for a person to pass on by, and like they'll adjust their purse, and I'm just like, pure idiocy, because I'm with a dog. First and foremost, let's start at Exhibit A. I'm not even going to do any of that stuff to you. That's Exhibit A. Based upon my upbringings and the values that I have, I'm not going to do that. Let's start there. I'm not even going to do that. Second of all, I run a business here on YouTube. I'm getting money. Third of all, I have a dog with me. On a leash, mind you. You understand what I'm saying? So, a small dog on top of that I have to be mindful of, as well as my own safety when I'm in the street walking my dog. So this delusion that I'm gonna run up behind you and grab your purse and smack you across the head with your purse and run off with a dog, a small one, and risk myself and my dog unfortunately getting hit by a car. Like, this is the delusion of the stories that these delusional people tell themselves. Because on one hand, it's they fronting like, oh, I'm scared, and they're running off of the melanated narratives, while at the same time they want that to happen. They looking at that like that's some sort of like running, right? Like, oh, even a scenario like that, if the person is cute enough, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the scenario of the television show of the hungry, handsome guy that robs the damsel in distress. You know what I'm saying? Just like, it's just I just let them pass. I'm like, all right. So the Two of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles is about how, and you just approaching people trying to get to know them, but you'll see how it is that you will see their projections and you'll hear how they're telling off. And the Magician represents, you're going to feel amazing. You're going to feel amazing because this is how it is that they thinking. And they think of you, Pisces, as being that good. So it's going to feel amazing. It feels, now granted, I'm trying to steal from you purse kind of thing. That's a little bit odd, but it feels amazing for me as far as the other parts, not the stealing purse, because I ain't doing that, but them assuming that this is some sort of a date. I'm flattered in that, in one regard. Now granted, I'm annoyed because I wanted the money, but I'm a breadhead. Like, I'm business minded. Like I'm business minded. I'm a breadhead for real, for real. I like to make my money. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I like making bread. I like, you know, letting my family know some good news and be like, hey, you know, I'm actually out here making progress with this YouTube thing, financially, stuff like this. I like delivering good news, you know, and I like being able to help my family members out and help them pay for some of their things. Now, granted, they could pay for it for themselves, but I just like helping them out. But I would suggest for you Pisces to feel very much so flattered too, because it means that you on point so much to the point where people project this stuff, right? And again, this is why it is I tell you that you can't listen to the lies that they be telling you, because let them tell you you're not attractive, or you know, they'll come up with a lie, you're not attractive, or whatever lie they come up with, you whatever, they'll come up with the cap. But then if you're not attractive, why are all these people assuming that y'all are going out on a date? You understand what I'm saying? Like, why is it that when you could just say what's up to somebody, and in their fantasies, right, even if it's a delusion, right, they think of it like a date that they have to flake on. If you wouldn't fly, they would show up more probably. They would show up, because they would probably look at you like, this is nothing. You know what I mean? So the fact that they had to flake, you understand what I'm saying? The fact that they had to put it out there like, oh, like, I can't show up whenever it is that you want me to, because this is a date. Now I got to flake on a date. The fact that they even think that it's a date is proof that you, Pisces, you've got something going. So let's clarify the Magician. Let's get out of here. Overall, you Pisces are doing a wonderful job. You just have to learn to let a lot of things go. Because once again, the better off you are, is the smaller the crowd is going to be around you. The worse it's going to get as far as like the majority of people. They're not really built for it. They'll stare at you, you know, they'll stare from afar. But I'm talking about close, interpersonal, one-on-one interactions. They not built for that. The best thing that they can, that they're gonna do for you is they want you to look at them. And you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's okay. But you know, for the most part, most people ain't really built for relationships like that. You have the Star card, the Six of Wands, the Sun, the Five of Swords, and then you have the Empress, right? So you making all the things that you wanted to do a reality, you making the dreams that you wanted to have a reality. And that's an amazing thing for you to do, because the Star card and the Six of Wands right here represents how a lot of people are really hiding their desires from you. They're really capping. You know, a lot of people are really being on some like high priestess stuff where they're trying to make it seem like, you know, all they want to do, you know, they're not really into you like that. But that's the cap, because they are into you. The Sun and the Five of Swords represents, but at the same time, you can't take them seriously. You have to look for you Pisces got to look for somebody who, you know, who's a lion and not a hyena. Because at the end of the day, these are infinite games. These are things that are just going to loop back around. It's not going to go anywhere. It's going to loop back around. You get a chance to talk to them. They're going to talk to you for a short period of time. Then they're going to go missing. You can't establish any kind of dates with them or anything like that, because they're always going to come up with an excuse. Believe me, I've tried. I remember speaking to somebody and they had an excuse every time they wanted to hang out. And I'm like, what is the point of us even having each other's numbers? And they're like, okay, fine, then we ain't got to hang out. And I never even got a chance to hang out with the person. But the person was so caught up with needing to make excuses. Why? Because I didn't call the person because I was busy with my new semester in college. I probably didn't call the person for about a week, maybe even a month. But I was so busy doing college thing, being my first semester ever in college, turning from 17 to 18 and all of that other type of stuff. And first semester in college, trying to contact this person. Hey, what's going on with you? XYZ. Trying to find out what's going on. Person had an excuse. The first time around, first time around, the person was supposed to show up, and I think they flaked. The second time, it was the person got sick or something like that. The next time, and then the third time, which was the last strike, was they needed to help their family member out or whatever. And I was just like, and I basically confronted the person right through text, of course, like, why you keep giving me all these different excuses? If you're not into me, just say so. And the person was like, well, I'm going to go ahead and do whatever it is that I want to do. If that's not what it is that you feeling like, you know what I'm saying, that you can kick rocks or whatever. Like, just stupid stuff. So there's no real value in the goofiness, the infinite goofiness, because it doesn't go anywhere. It's always, you're not going anywhere. You're right in the same place that you've been however long you spent hanging out with them. So the Five of Swords, you really have to let them do their own thing, really. You know, you really have to let them be idiots. So yeah, that's it. Don't feel bad, Pisces. Just accept it for what it is. Give yourself a pat on the back. Listen, I'm trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 100,000 subs. We're at 14,417, if I'm not mistaken. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.